All right, you degenerates, strap in. Because today, we're going deep into the heart of the Chinese AI scene.
We going full cyberpunk.
Fuck yeah, we're going full cyberpunk.
Hell yeah.
We're talking Liang Wenfeng,
Mm-hmm.
the dude who went from, like, some shitty apartment tinkering with algorithms to running a goddamn AI empire.
It's nuts.
The guy's story straight up bonkers, a total fuck you
Yeah.
to that whole Silicon Valley fairy tale, you know?
Right.
We got articles, interviews, research reports, the whole 9 yards, and we're going to break it all down.
Lay it all out.
So grab a goddamn drink, whatever your vice is, and get ready to have your mind blown.
Let's do this.
This Liang guy, he didn't come from money, did he?
No, not at all.
Grew up in Zhanjiang, son of a primary school teacher.
Humble beginnings.
That's a far cry from those trust fund babies we usually see running around in tech.
Yeah, I mean, Liang's background flips the script. He had to hustle. Had to hone his skills in a totally different environment. He studied electronic information engineering at Zhejiang University, which is a top-tier school in China, but, like, it's not Stanford, right?
No.
And then went on and got his master's in information and communication engineering. So the guy's got brains, but he had to fight for every opportunity.
So we got this dude, solid engineering background, but how the hell does he go from that to, like, AI overlords?
It's quite a jump.
What was a turning point?
Well, 2008, financial crisis. Everyone's losing their minds, right?
Yeah.
But Liang sees opportunity.
Really?
Gets together with some buddies and starts, pulling financial market data, trying to figure out how can we use AI to predict this shit.
So he's already messing with AI during the financial crisis. That's ballsy as hell. Like, most people are shitting their pants, and this guy's trying to build algorithms to beat the system.
Yeah, exactly. He sees chaos and he's like, let's make some money off this. And that's how Highflyer, his quantitative hedge fund that he co-founded, is born.
Oh, wow.
They use complex math and AI to make investment decisions. And by 2019, they're managing billions of yuan.
Billions.
Billions with a B.
So this guy's basically printing money. But he wasn't content, though, right? He wasn't just a finance pro. He had bigger ambitions.
Oh, much better. Liang's not just in it for the money. He wants to use AI to, like, revolutionize industries.
Yeah.
That's where DeepSeek comes in.
Okay, so DeepSeek. This is where things get really interesting. I read somewhere that in 2021, he starts buying up thousands of those NVIDIA GPUs, the ones gamers go crazy for.
Yeah, the good stuff.
And it wasn't for crypto mining or some shit. You have something bigger in mind, right?
Yes, yeah, those GPUs are the gold standard for AI development. Liang was stockpiling them for a secret project. People thought he was losing it, spending all that cash on what looked like a random side hustle.
So even his own people were like, what the hell is this guy doing?
Oh, yeah, even his business partners were questioning his sanity. But Liang, he had this vision.
So he was like, screw you guys, I'm going for it.
Exactly. He wasn't afraid to bet big on it.
What was this mysterious side project then?
He called it DeepSeek. It was this really ambitious AI venture. He wanted to push the limits of AGI, artificial general intelligence, AI that could learn and adapt like us, potentially even surpass human intelligence.
Hold on. Artificial general intelligence. That's like sci-fi nightmare stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, the kind of shit that keeps Elon Musk up at night. We're talking about AI that could solve complex problems, drive crazy innovation, maybe even reshape the entire world. It was like the holy grail of AI research, and he was going all in.
This guy's playing in a whole other league. So how did he get DeepSeek off the ground? You said even his own partners were skeptical. Did you have to, like, rob a bank or something?
No, he had a better plan.
Yeah.
He used the profits from Highflyer, his hedge fund.
So he basically told venture capitalists to go fuck themselves.
Pretty much. He was building his AI empire on his own terms.
Damn, talk about putting your money where your mouth is. But it wasn't just about the money, right? He was also really careful about who he brought onto the team.
Yeah, absolutely. He didn't just want people with fancy degrees and years of experience. He wanted people who were passionate about AI, people who were willing to take risks, to push boundaries.
He wanted the renegades, the misfits.
Yeah, exactly. He built a team of rebels who were hungry to learn and create something truly groundbreaking.
So he's got his squad of AI ninjas ready to disrupt the whole industry. So what happens next? Does DeepSeek become, like, an overnight success?
Well, it wasn't exactly overnight, but they definitely made a huge impact. Remember all those GPUs he bought?
Oh.
They put them to work, training their AI models, and the results were pretty damn impressive.
Okay, so they trained their models. What the hell does that even mean? And what kind of impact did DeepSeek actually have? Did they, like, predict the next pandemic or something?
They did something almost as crazy. DeepSeek V2, when that dropped, it triggered an AI price war in China.
An AI price war. That's kind of boring. How does that even work? Are they like having rap battles with algorithms?
Uh-huh. Imagine this. AI development is expensive as hell.
Yeah.
You need those high-end GPUs, massive data sets, an army of engineers, the whole shebang.
Right.
DeepSeek comes in and basically says, we're doing it all at a fraction of the cost. Undercut everybody.
And that pissed off the big players, I bet.
Oh, big time.
So DocSeek was like the Robin Hood of AI,
Right?
taking from the rich corporations and giving to, well, I guess other corporations.
Haha, yeah, something like that. But they definitely shook things up.
So what was Liang's endgame? Why start a price war?
Well, that ties into this whole thing about his vision for China's role in tech. He was tired of China being seen as just a copycat, a free rider. He wants China to be a leader in AI innovation, a major player on the world stage.
DeepSeek was his way of proving that was possible. So he's not just some greedy tech bro trying to cash in. He's got this whole, nationalistic agenda going on.
He wants to put China on the map as an AI superpower.
That's ambitious as hell. Can they actually pull it off? I mean, China's got a lot of catching up to do, right?
Liang believes they have the potential. He sees DeepSeek as this model for how Chinese companies can compete with the Silicon Valley giants. He's saying, hey, we're not just going to copy anymore. We're going to innovate. We're going to lead.
So it's fuck Silicon Valley. China's coming for the AI crown. How did they build a company that could actually stand up to the big boys, though? I mean, Google, Microsoft, they've got, unlimited resources.
Yeah, it's a David and Goliath situation for sure.
How'd they do it?
Well, Liang took a different approach. He didn't try to build this massive tech empire like Google or Microsoft, kept DeepSeek lean, focused, recruited a team of, crazy, talented, super passionate people who were willing to work their asses off.
So it was like a commando unit of AI experts ready to take on the world. Badass. So what's next for Liang and DeepSeek? They gonna take over the world?
Haha, world domination might be a stretch, but they're definitely making waves. And Liang's vision for China's role in AI, that's something to keep an eye on.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here.
Mm-hmm.
From Liang's, humble beginnings to his rise as an AI overlord, this dude's story is wild. And this is just the beginning.
Just getting started. It's crazy how fast shit changes in the tech world, right?
Yeah.
1 minute you're some nobody tinkering in your basement, the next you're shaking up an entire industry. Like Liang with this AI price war.
Yeah, that whole DeepSeek V2 thing coming out of nowhere and just throwing a grenade into everything. How did the big players react? They didn't just roll over, did they?
Hell no. They couldn't ignore DeepSeek. They were seriously disrupting things. Some tried to compete on price, dropping their own fees to stay in the game.
Right.
Others tried to specialize, offering niche AI services where they thought they still had an edge.
So DeepSeek makes this aggressive move, and everyone else is scrambling counter their strategy. But this wasn't just about profits or crushing the competition, right? Liang had that whole thing about China stepping up, becoming a global AI leader. Did he pull it off? Did DeepSeek really put China on the map like that?
I mean, it's too early to say if China's going to be the AI leader, but DeepSeek's impact is undeniable.
Right.
They proved that Chinese companies can compete with the best, no question. Plus, they inspired a whole new generation of AI entrepreneurs in China.
So while Silicon Valley's busy jerking themselves off, China's quietly building their AI army. That's got to make some people nervous.
Oh, yeah, it definitely shook things up. For years, Silicon Valley was the king, undisputed champ of tech innovation. But DeepSeek's success, it shows the game is changing.
All right, so DeepSeek's kicking ass, Liang's a visionary, China's on the rise. But what about us regular schmucks? What does this AI revolution mean for us?
$1 million question, right?
Yeah.
It's happening whether we like it or not. And it's going to impact every single part of our lives, how we work, live, even how we think.
Sounds like a wild ride.
Yeah.
But how do we make sure this whole thing doesn't, completely go off the rails? We don't want to end up living in some dystopian hellscape ruled by robots.
So we got to have these conversations. Think critically about the potential risks,
Right.
the challenges. We need to talk about privacy, bias in algorithms, what happens to jobs, the ethics of creating machines smarter than us.
So AI has to serve us, not the other way around. Easier said than done, I bet.
It's going to be a complex, challenging journey for sure. But if we want to navigate this revolution right, we got to start thinking now. What future do we want? How do we make sure AI is used for good?
Okay, now you're getting all existential on me. Before I have a full-blown crisis, let's get back to Liang.
Yeah.
You mentioned that speech he gave, the programmer's perspective thing. What was that all about? Was he just bitching about bad code?
Nah, it was way deeper than that. His speech was a statement, about the future of finance, the growing role of AI in making decisions. He basically dropped a truth bomb on the whole audience, challenged everything they thought they knew about the financial world.
A truth bomb. Did he, expose some big conspiracy?
Yeah.
Predict the next market crash?
It wasn't that traumatic, but it was definitely thought-provoking. He basically said that in this age of quantitative trading, where algorithms are making split-second decisions based on massive amounts of data,
Yeah.
human intuition, experience, all that becomes less relevant. He said the servers are calling the shots, not humans.
Well, hold on. He's saying the machines are already in control. That's some scary shit. So what happens to finance? Are all those Wall Street guys going to be replaced by robots?
It's not that simple. Algorithms are powerful, sure, but they're tools. They need to be designed, refined, monitored
Right.
by humans.
Right.
And certain aspects of finance, like managing risk, understanding the bigger economic picture, you still absolutely need human expertise for that.
So it's not a robot takeover. More like humans and machines working together. Like a buddy cop movie, but with algorithms.
Haha, yeah, good analogy. The winners in finance, they'll be the ones who find the right balance. The speed and efficiency of algorithms with the insight and judgment of humans.
Makes sense. But let's be real. Some people are going to get screwed in this AI revolution.
Yeah.
What happens to the folks who can't adapt? Who don't have the skills to work with these super smart machines?
That's a valid concern, and we need to figure that out as a society. As AI gets bigger in finance and everywhere else, jobs are going to be lost.
Right.
We need to think about retraining, upskilling workers who might be affected.
So we've got to make sure everyone benefits from this AI thing, not just the tech geniuses and the Wall Street guys.
Exactly. AI has a potential to create insane wealth, insane opportunity, but it's got to be shared fairly. We have to be smart about the downsides, but also embrace its potential to solve the big problems like poverty, inequality, climate change.
A lot to unpack there. We went from some dude buying GPUs to the future of finance and the fate of humanity. Need a drink after all this.
Me too. But before we do, there's one more thing. Liang's vision for China in the global AI landscape, we can't ignore that. It's a game changer.
Oh yeah, the whole China versus Silicon Valley thing. That's a whole other rabbit hole to go down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's a conversation we need to have. The balance of power in tech is shifting. China's a major force now. What does that mean for innovation, for the global economy, for the future of humanity?
We're going to have to dive into that next time. This is getting too heavy for me right now.
Haha, fair enough.
I need to watch some cat videos, remind myself the world's not about to be taken over by robots.
We could all use a break from the AI apocalypse, but don't get too comfy because when we come back, we're exploring what it means for China to be an AI superpower. And trust me, it's going to be a wild ride.
Okay, so before we went on that little tangent, we were talking about Liang's programmer's perspective speech and how he basically said that servers are running the show in finance now, not humans.
Right. He was saying that in this age of quantitative trading, human intuition and experience, they're becoming less important.
So are we all just like slaves to the algorithms now?
Not exactly. Algorithms can analyze data and make trades crazy fast, but they're still just tools. They need to be designed, refined, monitored by people. And some parts of finance, like risk management, understanding the whole economic landscape, you still absolutely need human expertise.
So it's not a full-on robot takeover, more like humans and machines working together.
Yeah, like a partnership.
But some people are going to lose outright.
Yeah.
What happens to all the traders and analysts who can't keep up with the machines? Are they all going to be flipping burgers?
No, some jobs definitely be displaced as AI gets more sophisticated.
Yeah.
But that's always happened with technology, right?
Yeah.
It's always disrupted the job market, forced people to learn new skills. The key is to be proactive, to embrace learning, and to focus on developing skills that work with AI, not against it.
So instead of trying to beat the algorithms, we need to figure out how to work with them. But how do we make sure everyone benefits from this AI thing? Not just the tech guys and the Wall Street fat cats.
That's the big question, and it's one we got to solve as a society. We need to make sure the benefits of AI are shared, that everyone has access to the education and training they need to thrive in this new world, and we need to figure out how to use AI to solve some of the world's biggest problems.
Okay, so AI has got the potential to be both amazing and, totally fucked up. It could lead to crazy wealth and progress or make existing problems even worse, depending on how we use it.
Yeah.
So what's the one big takeaway from Liang Wenfeng's story? What should people be thinking about after this deep dive?
I think Liang's story shows us that the future isn't set in stone. It's up to us to shape it. This guy came from nothing, saw opportunity where everyone else saw panic, and he dreamed big.
Yeah.
He challenged the way things were, shook up an entire industry, and helped put China on the map as a leader in AI. It's a story that should inspire anyone who thinks they can make a difference, change the world.
Damn, that's some motivational shit right there. All right, you degenerates, that's a wrap on today's deep dive. We went deep into the world of Chinese AI, learned about a guy who's changing the game, and had our minds blown wide open by what the future holds. Go out there, embrace the AI revolution, but don't forget to think about its impact. And remember, the servers might be running things, but it's up to us to make sure they're playing the right tune.